Nobody cares. Even if you're in a relationship or something, they don't care. They're at work. That was the whole thing. Like when you were younger, people used to go, I'll shut down, or your grandparents didn't have to because they weren't working. They were like, yo, just come here and you can be sick and we'll get you better and we feel bad for you and you want to get movies and what do you want to eat and, you know. But when you're older and you have that strep throat and you just open your throat and you're staring at the back of your throat and you're like, there's a virus in me. And you go, eventually, this is what esophageal cancer feels like. It's just every sickness when you're over 30 is just a rehearsal for the big one. Every headache is a rehearsal for the tumor. Every sore throat is a rehearsal for the cancerous polyp. Every respiratory infection, every wheezing, especially if you're a smoker, it's preparing for when the doctor has you in the office. They call you in that little office. He goes, hey, here are the options. What a sentence. Here are the options. Uncle of mine just got diagnosed with throat cancer. You know, great dude. Didn't really smoke. You know, had a butt occasionally, you know. And it's one of the things in life that completely goes 180 degrees the other way. Being sick as a kid's kind of like fun. I mean, don't tweet at me and be like, it's not fun for Kayla who has leukemia. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying that. Please don't tweet at me. It's not, you know who's uninsured? Little Madrigal. Right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you're bullshit sick as a kid and you get out of school, it's fun. Every doctor visit over the age of 30, you're dodging a bullet. Because we all know the stories now. We all have enough stories now. You collect them as you go through life. In your teens, you have very few. Yes, people die, but the why is very apparent. They got in a car accident. It was a DWI. It was an overdose. Somebody got shot. In your 20s, it might get a little murkier, but you still kind of know. You know, it's like, fuck, brain cancer. It's so rare. And your 30s, people die and you just go, that's something. As you get older, every decade, it gets a little bit less surprising. You know, 40s is a decade of like, yeah, the guy just had a heart attack at Runyon, hit his head. Hit his head on a rock. Heart attack didn't kill him, but hitting the head on a rock did. My friend told me that story the other day. 40-year-old. The guy got a 2-year-old daughter. Just, you know, out, done. Heart attack, head on a rock. Didn't die from the heart attack. Died from the hitting the head on the rock and running. I'm not trying to make you into hypochondriacs. I'm just saying that life is too short to not be hateful. Life is too short to hold it in. The bile that courses through your veins like that goo that ran through the sewers in Ghostbusters 2. You have to hate the right people for the right reasons. You got to hate the right things. That's why hopefully you listen to the program, because I do a lot to help direct your anger into the right places where it should go, where it's productive. Spend time on the planet letting people at the hotel front desk know the shower's not as warm as you would like. In fact, you'd like it hot. And it's not what you consider hot. Have the engineer go in there and check the room. You only get so long on this planet. Let the waiter or waitress know exactly what you think of the club sandwich. If the bacon wasn't crispy enough, let them know. Don't hold it in. When you hold it in, that becomes cancer.